You open a new test file, and you type the same 6 lines you typed last time. Here is a test from Act 1. Count the lines. 9 of them, but only 4 are your actual test. The other 5 just open a browser and close it. You type those 5 in every file you ever write. There is a way to delete all 5. You do not replace them. You just stop writing them. Think about a real theater. Before the actors walk on, someone set the stage. Someone put the props out. You never see that person. They are the crew. They work before the show and after it. 3 parts today. How the setup disappears. The free flags you get with it. And a room between the browser and the page. Start with the setup and where all of it went. Watch the 5 setup lines leave. 1 line arrives instead. It is a function, and it asks for one thing by name, a page. Who makes the page now? A fixture does. It builds a browser, then a context, then a page. Then it hands that page to you. Your test runs. Then it takes it all apart, backwards. You never wrote a line of that. Now the rules, and there are only 3. The file name must start with test underscore. The function name must start with test underscore 2. And you ask for page in the brackets. That is all pytest needs. Now the test itself, and it is only 3 lines. The first one types your username into the box. The second one types the password. The third one presses the login button. Watch the page do it. One more line finishes the test. It checks that the welcome message appeared. If it is there, the test passes quietly. If it is not, pytest tells you exactly what it wanted. Then you run it with one word, pytest. It finds your file. It runs your test. 1 passed in 3.5 seconds. Worth writing down. A fixture is the backstage crew. Ask for page, and a ready stage appears. The cleanup is automatic. First check. Your test asks for page in the brackets. Where does that page come from? Have a think and pause if you want longer. Ready? It is B. A fixture builds it and hands it in. Now the flags. You get these free, and they change nothing in your code. Same tests, new powers, and you change nothing. Add -- headed, and a real browser opens so you can watch. Add -- browser Firefox, and the same test runs in Firefox. Add slow mo, and it slows right down so you can see it. Write these down. 1 suite, many modes. Headed to watch. Browser to switch. Slow mo to slow down. -K to pick one test. And screenshot to keep the evidence. Here is the best one. Name 2 browsers on 1 line. The same test now runs twice, once in each. That is cross-browser testing, and you wrote no new code.
2 more worth knowing.
-K login runs only the tests with login in the name, and screenshot only on failure leaves a photo behind when something breaks. And now the room nobody told you about, sitting between the browser and the page. Look at those 3 again. The browser is the whole building. In between sits a dressing room called a context, and the page is the stage. Your cookies live in that middle room, and that is the whole point. Here is why that matters. Test A logs in. Its cookie sits in its own dressing room. Test B starts in a brand new room. So test B is not logged in. Ever. You can use that on purpose. Ask for browser instead of page. Make one context for Alice. Make another for Bob. Now you have 2 people in one browser, and they cannot see each other at all. Last check. Test A logs in. Test B runs next, and it is not logged in.
Why?
Have a think and pause if you need longer. Ready? It is B. Every test gets a fresh room. The last card. Browser is the building. Context is the dressing room, and your cookies live there. Page is the stage. Every test gets a fresh room. One last thing, and it has a name. You asked for page. Something else worked out what that meant, and gave it to you. That is called dependency injection. Interviewers love that phrase. Episode 8, in 3 lines. A fixture builds your page and cleans it up. The flags give you new powers for free, and every test gets its own dressing room. Next time, the page object model. It is how you stop your tests turning into a mess. Every lesson is free at the Playwright Dojo.